I decided I want to do another opinion piece, a political opinion piece. This is on the so-called illegal immigration thing. And I don't get why they're being called illegal immigrants. I think illegal should be used in reference to criminal behavior, not to a desire to be somewhere. I think the visa is stupid. It is ridiculous to expect someone to fill out a bunch of forms simply because where the person was born is not where the person wants to be. Now, this tends to be the case whether you want to be entering the United States to live or whether you want to escape from the United States to go off and live somewhere else. I don't think it should matter where someone wants to be. And I don't think that someone else should be able to decide where you are, where you spend your life, where you want to raise a family, where you want to live your life. I don't think it should be up to anybody else. I think you are the sole person that should decide where you want to be. And if anybody's got a problem with that, fuck them. This whole illegal immigration bullshit is just that. It's bullshit. Arizona's tough new immigration law is nothing of the sort. It's a bigoted, racist, and cowardly act. Governor Jan Brewer passed that law because she was scared to death of what President Obama was going to do concerning the immigration issue. She was scared out of her wits, and she pulled the coward's trick, the coward's way out. She panicked. She freaked. That's not tough. That's not tough. Tough is dealing with a difficult situation in the calmest, most rational way you can possibly think of to deal with it. Governor Brewer did was no way rational. It was no way calm. And she did not did what was right for Arizona. She did what was wrong as possible. She did everything she could to serve the desires of the Klan. She wants her state as white as possible. I tell you this. What if there were visa laws in the year 1620 when the Mayflower struck Plymouth Rock? What then? Imagine that. If the Pilgrims, your ancestors, had attempted to set foot on American soil. And the Indians aimed their bows and arrows and said, you either get back on those ships and sail back to where you came from, or I suggest you fill out 500 forms in triplicate and sign them all, get a blood test, you know, go through all kinds of rigmaroles and red tape and all kinds of legal procedures. You're going to have to go through all of this in order to become legal citizens of America. Otherwise, you better get your asses back on them ships and sail back to your homeland. What do you think would have went down if Indians had expected people, had expected the Pilgrims to produce the proper documentation for entry into their country? I think it is completely unfair to expect anyone to produce documented papers for entry into this country, or exitry out. It's insane. It's crazy. And it's wrong to label a human being illegal. That should be reserved for someone who actually commits an offense against someone else. A criminal act, whether it be theft or violence, or in other ways, harms another human being. That's what the word illegal should be reserved for. If somebody isn't doing harm to anyone else, no one has the right to call that person illegal.